Aquarius Daily Horoscope for August 16, 2022. Daily Horoscope. It is a day in which you will be very sensitive and with your head full of memories of the past. This can affect your relationship if you do not know how to separate the present moment from the past. At work, things go well if you keep a cool head and properly manage resources at work. The intensity of this day is internal. You will be very busy thinking about what you are remembering and living to pay close attention to the search for love. You are going through a complicated period in the relationship. On the one hand, your partner is pushing you to spend more time with her and have quality time. On the other hand, you are in a very sensitive moment in which you would prefer to be alone, to calmly think about what you are feeling. On this day, the moon is applying to a conjunction with Saturn, your ruler, just above your first house, which deals with your personality. If you feel it is necessary, ask for a break and find some time for yourself. Just understand that loneliness rarely solves problems. You are a sign that thinks a lot. This is a day when you have to feel a lot to be able to handle this day well. You should show some humor and wit today. You're probably feeling rather playful, and you make more than one laugh by imitating the big boss in his best moments, or by commenting unexpectedly on the latest news. You will have a lot of fun amusing the gallery. Knowing how to make people laugh is a great asset that you would be wrong to deprive yourself of. By the way, do you know the one of the guy who? It is quite possible that on this day all the works that you have undertaken some time ago will begin to take their final form. If you had embarked on the creation of a company, you will find that today it has a real identity, that it really begins to exist in the eyes of others. In short, that it was not a whim on your part. The baby is now growing on its own. You are still struggling to reconcile your family life and your professional life. Subway, work, sleep. Fatigue accumulates in your body, you are more nervous, and this affects your relationships with loved ones. Don't blame them for worrying about you, it's also a proof of love. The planet Pluto will give you the necessary strength, especially if you are from the third decan. Daily Tarot Reading. You will try to put your life in order. Your willingness to set a schedule and stick to it, combined with your determination, vigor, patience and persistence, will help you accomplish your goals, no matter how difficult they may be to achieve. However, seeing that nothing comes for free, you will occasionally have to struggle for your dreams. You will be driven by passion and enthusiasm. Success will not come easy, but there are people in your life who will readily support you in your endeavors. You will sometimes try to impose your opinions on others and will prove particularly effective in your efforts to influence them in your favor. Take advantage of the promising period lying ahead of you by putting your plans into action. Daily Career Tarot. Some unforeseen changes and developments in your professional and financial life are standing in the way of your desires. Things are not going as expected. You are constantly forced to adapt to new conditions and are having difficulty keeping things balanced. The saying best suited to this period in your life is you reap what you sow, as you are forced to tie up loose ends from the past and deal with career-related problems you have overlooked and left unresolved. Keep in mind that, even though you feel unlucky and this period is not particularly favorable for your career and finances, you will eventually be rewarded for your pains and efforts. Keep fighting and do your best to overcome the obstacles you have encountered. Health. Mercury is transiting your 6th house, which deals with illnesses. Mercury illnesses can be respiratory or digestive, almost always due to an allergy to something you can't tolerate. The moon is the ruler of this house and she is precisely together with Saturn, who weakens it. So today is not a very lucky day in terms of health. Take care and take precautions. Your energy and natural enthusiasm will be at an all-time low today. You would do well to consider a vitamin cure, or even a few days of rest because your battery is flat. There is no point then in trying to fight yourself and trying to swim against the current. Take a break, pick up a few days, then you will find the strength and taste to resume your normal activities. Take care of your mount, you won't be able to change it along the way. Small hope for some, big victory for you. This success motivated you well for the rest of the events. For this, You can rely on the main definition of your sign. Positive in nature, learn to rely on this playful character trait. Indeed, it is often lacking in ordinary mortals. One by one, break down all your barriers. Please note that going back is not possible. Tear down those walls that are slowing your progress. Next step? Get the moon. Work. At work things are calm, although a lot is still demanded of you, which is good since you like challenges. It is necessary on this day that you have a good strategic vision of managing the resources that are entrusted to you in order to achieve the performance goals at work. Ambition wins you over when it comes to your career. Are you expecting a raise or a promotion? Or is it an interesting project that you will be assigned? You need stimulation to be creative, and you need it now. Speak to your manager. If you take this initiative, he could give you more interesting tasks. Show that you are capable of seizing the ball on the leap. Money and luck. Finances are fine, although a little slow. It feels like when the water in the house is running out and you turn on the faucet and the flow continues, but it decreases. This is how you are right now financially. There is available, but you feel that it is not the usual. It's just a streak, it will pass soon. Perhaps this is not the time to invest in that trip you had planned. Today, if you were on a train, you would have a furious desire to get off. Your mood as well as the current planetary aspects order you to take a short break. So go shopping with friends, or have a drink on the terrace of a cafe. You will then be in perfect harmony with your current aspirations. However, don't delay in resuming the normal course of your activities, otherwise you will have a hard time getting back into the swing of things. With this solar aspect, an opportunity to boost your savings could cross your path. Stay tuned for on-dine appearance opportunities. If you have a loyalty card for the supermarket, or promotions in progress in the shops in your neighborhood, do not neglect them. The small savings are worth it. It will also be beneficial to take a closer look at your lifestyle. You'll probably save money just by adjusting your electricity and water consumption a little. Love. Love is on pause right now as you are going through a complicated period of extreme sensitivity that makes you very intolerant of others. Memories of the past are affecting you and make you avoid physical contact, at least for this day. You may find yourself stuck between two trends today. Either you withdraw into yourself and meditate in your corner, or you find a good friend to share your dissatisfactions of the moment. Feel free to indulge a little more right now. And if you're afraid of boring people with your stories, remember that's how you find your true friends. For the native couple, your complicity is finally displayed in broad daylight and your entourage admires this symbiosis. You are happily married and it shows. The presence of Pluto indicates that you arouse some jealousies, however. Don't be swayed by a few inappropriate remarks. If you're looking for love, learning to forgive the person who hurt you will help you move on and mourn the loss of your relationship. For a new adventure to begin, the past must be wiped clean. Today calls for intimacy. You and your partner have not been able to find time for each other owing to your busy schedules. Although you have been keeping in touch over the phone and mail, physical proximity cannot be compromised by anything. Now that the pressure at home and work is low, it is a good time to catch up with each other to make up for the lost time. Your partner and you share a very important trait of understanding. You two follow the principle of putting oneself in the other's shoes. Therefore, you two share a very comfortable rapport with each other and support each other to no end. Although you haven't been able to meet up, your trust in each other leads you to not fight over trivial matters. Therefore, the day calls on you to share today in the closest way you wish to. Instead of sharing the day with others, make it only for the two of you. Spend a quiet day together, enjoying a home-cooked meal and catching up on what you have missed. Soft music or a nice romantic classic and candles can help lift the mood. Choose clothing that you know your partner likes on you. You may groom yourself according to your partner. The same goes for your partner too. Swap stories with each other. Some dancing helps perk up the mood too. And after all, you two know each other best. Have fun. Lucky colors: crimson, red, pink. Lucky numbers: 2, 6, 19, 29. Love Tarot card. The Lover's card was pulled from the Love Tarot deck in its reversed position today. This card often indicates someone trying to avoid decisions. Rather than making an honest choice, you may tell everyone what they want to hear. You have 2 or 3 lovers, but tell each of them they are the only one. The upside-down Lover's card can also mean a series of choices has created a wedge between you and your partner. One of you accepts a job offer hundreds of miles away. Or your lover puts old friends ahead of your relationship. Maybe you have chosen career over love too many times, canceling several dates. The two of you no longer jointly decide to prioritize your relationship over outside forces. The relationship does not end now, but it begins to crack.